it's time to put the last game behind us. It was, like you guys saw, a disappointing, embarrassing loss that I take full responsibility for. I need to do a much better job in a lot of ways. So we're going to work hard this week to identify the problems, which we've definitely already started that, and that's underway, and go about trying to fix them. So, these losses are no fun, but that's part of football. So I think it's important that you learn from your mistakes. You go about trying to get better, and you work hard to fix them. There's a lot of other opportunities ahead of us this year, and they're going to be challenging opportunities. And we've got to make sure we're doing our part. We've got a great opponent coming up in Missouri that I know we beat last year, but if you watch the video of them since that game, I believe they won 8 of 9 or 9 or 10, 9 of 10 games or 8 or 9 games since then. They're very talented, very good football team. They're well coached. They're playing very confident now, and it's going to be a tough matchup. We're definitely going to have to improve a great deal this week, come out, not shoot ourselves in the foot, play disciplined, hard football, opportunistic, find ways not to make mistakes, and if we can do that, we'll give ourselves a chance. But a lot of work to do. We're looking forward to getting after it in practice this week.
There were some junctures last season where things looked kind of bleak. What kind of experiences can they draw on from last year when things turned around that might be applicable now?
Well, I think we can draw on it. I know what I have to understand our team does is while we tried to start where we finished, that did not happen. And the fact of the matter is this is a totally different team. And we're not at that point yet. We have a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of growing up to do. We've got a lot of improvement to make. But each week is a new week. And I think our guys do understand that, hey, we're going to take the practice field like we want to improve and get better and attack it. We need to be able to come out and be aggressive in everything we do. We need to be able to practice hard so that when we take the field, we can still play confident. Right now, I'm sure some people's confidences are probably not at the highest point. We've got to get that back up. But that's only going to be done through hard work and preparation and making sure that, like I said, you identify the issues, you work hard to solve them, and then you go about trying to play as confident as you can come game field. And, veterans have to step up, and then the young guys have to improve each and every week in order to give ourselves a chance to win.
How have you self-evaluated your own performance these first 2 games, and what needs to change from that point, if any?
Well, like I said, I have not done a good job, and I need to do better. And I think that we've shot ourselves in the foot, and there have been some discipline issues and penalties that have cost us that should not have happened, and that starts with me. So I need to get that fixed and make sure that our players understand that can happen and that there are going to be consequences, and we've got to coach it and talk about it in practice and make sure they're aware of it. So obviously that didn't happen good enough. So yes, I need to get better at that. I need to make sure that we continue to improve upon our weaknesses, and that means scoring in the red zone, not having critical penalties, not turning the ball over, and making sure on defense that we can stop the pass. I've been very disappointed in our pass coverage and some things we're doing and how we're playing, and we cannot allow that amount of pass yards to that football team and expect to win the game, even in those conditions. And even going back to last year, we gave up too many pass yards. Even look at the Arizona game. We made a quarterback who's not a throw for a lot of yards and 5 touchdowns. So we've got to get better at certain things. We've identified quite a few of them internally, and we've got to make sure we work hard at getting that done. And it's going to be an everyday process. But yes, I have to get better. Well, this is a good quarterback. He's very talented. He can throw the football, and he does a great job. They got speed on the outside. They have good players. This is a much better team than what we faced this past week. And with that said, we can play much better, and we've got to figure out a way to make them earn their points, not just give up easy completions. We've got to challenge things. We've got to make them throw it over top of our head. We've got to figure out a way to be a little more aggressive, but yet smart in certain situations. And like I said, I think it's a combination of everything. Our players have to play better, but as coaches, we got to evaluate what we're doing and put our players in the best position to succeed. Well, I think the last game we were ball control. Ran it a lot and didn't throw it as much. We're going to try to score points, and I think we got to do what we're good at. We've got to do what we see from video. We've got to probably be a little more aggressive and take a few more shots and making sure that we're doing that as well. But you know, you got to do what your offense can do to score. You know, we don't go fast all the time. You know, we'll try to get in the right play. But I think it's important that just overall we've got to play better in all facets, even special teams. We haven't done anything that's hurt us, but we haven't done anything that's helped us a whole lot. So all three segments, I think we have to play more efficient, more productive, and we've got to work hard to improve in all those areas.